Hi, this is Donnie bringing our weekly Bible reading devotional as we continue to read through the New Testament together. And we're continuing in Matthew this week. I want to give you two quick thoughts, things that I found helpful in this section of Matthew. One comes from Matthew 18. It's where Peter asked Jesus how often someone should sin against us and we forgive them. And he thinks he's being generous, like up to 7 times. And Jesus says, no, not 7 times, but 70 times 7. Now, the reason that's helpful to me is because even though Jesus is talking about how we are to be generous in our forgiveness, the foundation for why we're to do that is because that's what God is like. And we get that in the parable that comes right after this on forgiveness. So why that's been helpful to me is because I have things that I have to confess to the Lord over and over, the same struggles, and I can grow weary in that. But this passage encourages me that God, if we're to be willing to forgive up to 70 times 7, meaning unlimited, how much more is that God's heart? And so I can come to him, even if I've confessed a sin the 10th time today, I can come to him again and know he is generous in forgiveness. So that's one thought to think about. The second one comes from Matthew 21, and it's where Jesus cleanses the temple, or as my son when he was 2 would talk about, this was his favorite story. He somehow linked together Jesus' birth, the Christmas story, and the cleansing of the temple. So he always wanted to hear about baby Jesus and the whip. And so this story is dear to our family, but I noticed something new this week where Jesus drives out those who are all about business, buying, selling, and they're missing the heart of the temple. Right after that, it says the blind and the lame came to Jesus in the temple, and he healed them. And children are praising him in the temple. And so what I saw there in that contrast was just, you've got those who are missing the heart of the temple. It's all about business. They're missing God's heart. And then you've got Jesus, who is caring for those that are easily overlooked, the least, those that society overlooks, children, those who don't seem that important. And it just made me reflect on, do I have God's priorities straight? Or am I getting so caught up in business or in the people that seem important that I'm missing the heart of God? I'm missing being present to the people who God has put around me, to my family, to my coworkers, to others. I just want to be present to what God is doing. I want to have his heart. And we see that here in Jesus in the temple. So those are a couple things to think about from the reading. Enjoy. There's some great stuff in these chapters of Matthew, and I'll look forward to talking to you next time.